Today in Melbourne, over 130,000 people will call Melbourne CBD home. More than 900,000 people will use the city each day, and over 20 million guests will visit to experience what Melbourne has to offer. The Melbourne Skyloop is a spectacular aerial cable car system linking Flinders Street Station with the entire sports precinct, Richmond Station, and a new underground car park at Amy Stadium. It can be almost totally funded by private development, requiring minimal government funding, whilst returning millions of dollars each year to the Victorian Government and all stakeholders in the sports precinct area. Melbourne Skyloop is an exciting project aimed at providing tourists and locals alike the opportunity to experience the sports precinct in an entirely new way. From the sky. Melbourne Skyloop is an aerial cable car system. Historically used largely in ski resorts, cable cars have recently been installed as a legitimate form of urban public transport in many cities, including London, Portland, New York City, and Brest in France. A cable car is a convenient, gentle, and quiet form of transport. It offers flexibility to work around existing infrastructure with minimal impact to natural surroundings. Melbourne Skyloop has the capacity to transport 3,000 commuters per hour. It can be almost totally funded by private development. Melbourne Skyloop begins at Flinders Street Station. The hub is nestled modestly behind the station's facade. We begin our journey across Flinders Street and beside Federation Square. Flying 20 metres high with views over Federation Square, the Yarra River, and to the right across the Alexandra Gardens, and ahead, Birrarung Ma. At 30 metres above the tennis courts, the Sports Precinct Media Centre and the MCG become very prominent as we head towards the Sports Precinct Station. We can alight at this station and visit the MCG and tennis precincts, or stay on board for a spectacular view over the MCG. We then fly up to 100 metres, where an iconic sportsman pylon supports the Skyloop cables above the railway lines. This structure could be an internationally recognised landmark, and it gives us the opportunity to experience Melbourne as no one has seen it before. Passengers have a spectacular view over the MCG as they pass through the iconic footballer pylon that straddles Melbourne's rail network. From this height, we see a panoramic view of the Melbourne skyline, right into the MCG, Port Phillip Bay, the Sports Precinct, and Rod Laver Arena, Hisense Arena, and Amy Stadium. We then travel to Richmond Station, which will be redeveloped into a transport interchange, the Skyloop Control Centre, a new shopping centre, and hundreds of new apartments. Passengers can choose to alight at this station, 40 metres above the ground and above a 4-level shopping complex, change to trams or trains, or go home to their own apartment in this new complex. This proposed development has projected sales of over $500 million and provides the financial ability to upgrade Richmond Station and fund the construction of the Skyloop stations. With up to 3,000 Skyloop visitors per hour and thousands of new residents, this development would provide the clientele to reinvigorate the centre. We then travel to the Amy Stadium station, which has direct access to the stadium concourse and to a 3,000-car underground car park. The car park has access from the Monash Freeway off-ramp, Punt Road and Olympic Boulevard, and provides a major parking resource for the entire sports precinct. The return journey provides spectacular views of the entire sports precinct, Melbourne skyline, parks, gardens and river. Passengers choosing to stay on board for the entire journey will experience 35 minutes of views and experiences unparalleled anywhere in Australia. This video provides an approximation of the views that would be seen at the heights at which the gondola would travel. The actual route may vary from that shown. We have undertaken concept designs of all the facilities shown here to enable us to obtain approximate sales and construction figures. The major buildings here are so prominent and important to Melbourne's skyline and culture that we propose that they would be the subject of design and construct competitions to ensure that we get the world's best architecture. We believe that this idea is a truly remarkable opportunity for the citizens of Victoria.